DWIZ, programang sasaguhin ang iba't ibang isyu at mga balita. Karambola sa DWIZ. Tatalakayin, hihimayin at pagtatalunan ang iba't ibang mga isyu. Karambola sa DWIZ, programang pwede kang mag-utsa, pero pwede ka rin mas-crash. At ngayon, narito na ang inyong mga karambulista at ang programa Karambola sa DWIZ.
Magandang umaga. Welcome to Karambola kasama sa Impilan. Joel Laksamana. Ako po si Trixie Cruz Angela. Today is the 25th of November. It's a Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Friday. Para sa nakikinig sa atin or nanonood sa atin sa Facebook Live at YouTube live streaming, huwag pong kakalimutan like, share, follow, and subscribe. Tapos, Hello, wala yung monitor ko na naman. Ayun. Mapapanood kami at mapapakinggan via our website na DWIZ882am.com. You can download the DWIZ app also on the website. It's for iOS and Android. DWIZ882 Live. Yan. Tapos kami po ay mapapanood din via test broadcast sa Digital Free TV ng ICTV sa Sky Cable Channel 72, TV Plus Channel 27, GMA Afford the Box Channel 32. Available din po kami sa digital TV devices at TV receivers. Mangyari lang iscan ang inyong digital TV or channel box para mapanood ang aming ICTV. You can see us live.
Ayun.
So, yan.
Good morning.
Anong nangyayari sa
May sinabi
mundo?
ka na ba kung ilang days before Christmas?
30 days
30
before
days.
Christmas. Uy, may birthday. Happy birthday to Brother Sherwin Eslava, a former DWIZ anchor. Maligayang kaarawan, sir.
Maligayang kaarawan, Sherwin.
Kahapon pala birthday ni Senator Robin Padilla. Bakit
Oo,
hindi natin nabati si Senator Robin? Note nga para next year, di natin makakalimutan.
Belated na tayo kung gano'n.
Belated happy
morning,
birthday,
sir.
Senator Robin
belated
Padilla.
Happy birthday, Senator Robin Padilla.
And today is also...
Sorry, hindi namin alam hindi namin nag-greet.
Today is also the birthday of the Philippine Scout Rangers, kung di ako nagkakamali. Anniversary nila ngayon.
Ng Philippine?
Ng Scout Rangers.
Okay.
Philippine Army Scout
Alam mo,
Rangers.
that's a very storied
Happy birthday.
history.
Yeah.
Ang founder niyan, di ba? Well,
Pamamatay lang na si
General Ileto.
Hindi. General Ileto was the founder, pero one of the stalwarts, General Browner. Recently passed. Nakikiramay po kami sa pamilya niya. Last week lang.
Nakikiramay po kami. Pero alam mo yung Scout Rangers, if I'm not mistaken, kaya very lethal force at very impressive dahil yung bawat, I'm trying to remember, isang company is really managed by a sergeant, walang teniente or something.
Ang mga
sarhento.
Yung platoon niya,
pagpupunta sila sa field and all that. And they can live on days on end, weeks on end in the mountains on soda crackers and water.
Okay.
Alala ko yung kinuwento ni General Ileto nung nagko-cover ako sa defense. Sabi ko talaga, kanin, mahirap magsaing iho dahil baka sinusundan nyo yung kalaban. Makita yung apoy nyo, so soda crackers. Ulcer kayong lahat yan, hindi naman daw. Kasi marami kayong makakain sa gubat.
Yes, yan. Jungle training.
Anyway, happy anniversary, Scout
Rangers. Happy anniversary.
At saka na-feature yan sa YouTube, even foreign armed forces like even sa US at astounded sa kanila.
Kasi grabe yung training ng Scout Rangers natin. So, nakakamatay. Literally. So, happy anniversary. Doon sila ngayon sa Camp Texon sa San Miguel, Bulacan.
San Miguel, Bulacan.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
Hindi ko nga nabati kailan ba yan? Couple of weeks ago, birthday ng Philippine Marines.
Yun din, Marines. Iba naman ang Marines.
Kasi it was over the weekend Ito sa weekend.
Pag sinabi ng mga yan Go Marines! Ayun na. Hurra. May mga kabrad akong Marines Tapos, isang dating commandant dyan, na-senior mo nito. Ako si General Alvin Pareño. He's retired now. Siya yung dating commandant dyan. Very upright at na officer. Yeah.
Birthday din pala ni Dick Malay.
Dick Malay.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Okay, happy birthday.
And sino pa? Parang biglang na pinaalala sa
Tony,
akin.
Tony Lopez.
Ay, birthday ni
It's
Tony
already the
Lopez.
birthday of Tony.
Oo.
Happy birthday, Sir
Happy
Tony.
birthday.
Wow,
Yesterday, it
the-
was the birthday of Ambassador Cookie Feria.
Ayun.
Happy birthday.
At saka may babatiin ako, bukas may a-attendan akong, hindi debut may debut palang 16.
Sweet 16.
Okay. Si Monica Ibanez. Estudyante ko to sabi ko, ba't 16? Paano sa 18? Hindi na ako magpa-party, sir, sa 18. Bibili na lang ako ng kotse ng daddy ko. Pero sweet 16. And I'm invited to do some tulip thing.
Siguro yung flowers.
It's part of the
May sasabihin pa ba ako?
ritual.
Hindi ko
Parang
alam
debut
So,
na
I just
yun.
knew about that.
Hindi, importante yun.
Na-
kung yung nag-estudyante mo yan, kaibigan mo yung
Iha.
just to say something. Usually,
Enjoy what you can enjoy now dahil years later when you're paying mortgages, taxes,
Depressing.
ngayon enjoyin mo na lahat.
habang
While you're,
daddy mo
daddy mo
nagbabayad.
Correct.
tayo
Yeah, while your
magbabayad,
parents are
enjoyin
still
mo lahat,
paying for
Monica.
everything.
And of course, we have to congratulate and welcome the election of
Okay.
Prime Minister Anwar
Uy!
Ibrahim.
Again, another
Malaysia.
storied history, no?
Diba?
So if there's somebody na merong about patience, grit, determination, hanging in there,
The comeback
this is the guy,
kid.
no?
Well, di
Tsaka,
ba?
di ba, story niyan, Kong Jonathan, nakulong pa.
Matagal na
Di ba
nakulong
siya,
yan. He was the
sodomy
deputy.
charges?
Yeah, sodomy charges.
He was the deputy prime minister and was the presumptive heir apparent of
heir
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
rising star, but he fell afoul of
with,
So, tiga.
President Mahathir.
with Mahathir himself,
Yeah.
who also
Nag-comeback kid.
nag-comeback din yun at 91.
Di ba?
Matindi rin ang nila. Pero
Pero opposition leader siya ngayon. Paano siya napunta? I mean,
No,
medyo hindi ko nasundan. Bakit suddenly siya yung napunta sa
opposition.
top of the heap?
Because yung kaniyang coalition, yung Pakatan Harapan, was actually the winner of that
The
election.
party.
Where they were able to dislodge UMNO for the first time in the history of Malaysia.
Okay.
So they were able to dislodge UMNO. Pero
Dislodge is a very good word. Talagang tagal na nakakapit.
pinakamatagal yan.
They pried it out.
Pried it out of their
Ang nangyari,
hands.
he was supposed to be the because he was leading the coalition under his leadership won that particular election. He was leader of the most lethal grouping.
Pero itatanong ko lang
kaya
kasi-
lang,
yeah,
niyari siya ni Mahathir.
Right.
Yeah.
oo.
Kasi yung in the course of things, parang siya. Yung mga ibang senior members of the coalition were not with him.
Okay.
Although he led the biggest group.
Right.
So, ang nangyari, yung asawa niya, naging deputy
Okay.
prime minister ni Mahathir.
Right. Kita mo naman
Yung
yung
comeback.
asawa niya ang naging deputy minister. Ni Mahathir, yung
Ni
taong
Mahathir.
kalaban niya.
And then, after that, he lost na naman. In the course of things.
Okay.
He lost na naman.
Okay.
So UMNO came back
Okay.
in another coalition.
Oh.
So nawala siya. Ngayon lang ulit nakabalik.
Pero ngayon nakabalik siya. Siya ang leader pa rin ng
Siya ang
partido,
leader ng biggest
Now,
group.
Kaya itatanong, dito sa atin, not necessarily leader ka, ikaw ang kandidato.
Yes,
Pero,
sir.
pero well,
It's presumed na ikaw dapat.
okay.
Pero ganun ang nangyari. That's the
IBP
beauty and the
elections.
curse of parliamentary
Politics,
politics. di ba?
Okay, sa bagay.
Sa parliament.
Hindi
At
mo
any
masabi
given time.
at any given time.
At any given time,
Pwede
you
ka.
can be dislodged. Di ba? Ganun ang nangyari dyan. Kasi lang yan, lang, declaring all positions vacant, tapos ka na. So, botohan na kayo kagad.
Well, how old is Anwar Ibrahim now?
He should be mga late 70s.
Kita mo yun.
Ano yan kaibigan ni President Erap.
Right, kaibigan ni President Erap
yan.
Dahil nung nakulong siya, si President
Si
Erap
President
was,
Erap ang nagdala sa kanya, nagdala ng kanyang problema, pumunta siya rito, lahat, etc. and everything. So, ano siya?
Well, congratulations.
It's a very,
Now, how does this augur for Malaysia dahil their economy is a bit, di ba?
Finally, kasi si Anwar had some problems with the royal families. Actually, isa pang problema niya.
Okay.
It was not acceptable.
Sa royal families.
Sa royal families. Di ba?
Yun ang naging impetus ni
But that's a
Mahathir.
revolving sultanate.
Yes. So,
yan naman ang problema ng may royalty ka na nakaumang sa
isang
political landscape.
It's supposed to be destabilizing
Sa bagay, sabi nga.
Yes.
Parang sa Thailand.
In Thailand especially.
Kaya ngayon, ang tagal na ng military. People do not talk about it, but that is still a military junta. So, nawala na yung sinataksi, nawala na yung mga yan.
Sinawatra.
Patapos yung grupuhan ng royal parties, nawala na rin. Ganun yan. So, this is probably the year of comebacks.
Comebacks,
di ba?
So,
President Marcos.
Return of the comeback.
Comeback
May
din.
moral of the lesson dyan, kaya mga tagapagpasubaybay. Huwag kayong siguro, maaari kayong makabalik. Basta keep your eye on the prize.
Yan.
And at the same time, continue to perform.
Okay.
Kasi yun naman ang in the final analysis.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Maaring nababanatan ka at lahat kung saan. Pero if you're performing,
makakuha ko sigurado ng mga comments dito. So, a crushing defeat like nangyari kay Vice President Leni Robredo ay maaaring hindi ka makasiguro.
She's young.
She's young.
Yeah, she is. That's true.
It's not as if she is on the way to some retirement.
So, numbers are numbers pero nagbabago yan.
Nagbabago yan. It all depends also.
You would know.
Diba, pare? Para rin yan sa for a long time, the LDP in Japan,
yun.
minority sila. Ngayon sila na naman. Diba? There succession of leaders outside of LDP. Ganun din naman yan. Nag-work out, diba? So, the lesson for politicians is be patient and perform.
Right.
That's also
Even perform. Yan ang ating
even if you are in minority, huwag kang
pakasiguro, pakampante.
Diba? Pagkampante.
That's also a lesson for our telcos. Hina ng signal.
Ganyan yan. Ang problema lang...
Wala eh.
Okay. Kanina pa galit si...
ang problema natin dito...
Yung namin,
and that has always been our problem. Sa kanyan. The utility guys. Naging abusive na yung mga yan eh.
Exactly.
Diba? Yun ang nangyari. Hindi na nagkakaroon ng
wala ng service.
Even if you say that performance is the key, nagkakaproblema. Kagaya yung telcos. Sige nga. Ang tagal na yan, yung issue ng telcos na yan.
Sometimes kasi, most of the time kasi, dyan sa corporate world.
Parang it's a joke protesting these things.
Nangyayari, as they evolve, at they start making money, the policies and strategies now really nakaumang na talaga sa achieving the bottom line and then some, hindi na serbisyo. I say this because again, Attorney Trixie, I was talking again to an ex-colleague of mine in the water business. One of the major, and I was astounded. Yung mga dating MWSS dati nung the first years ng privatization, okay sila yung bide dahil sila yung nakakaalam eh. But once na mine na yung knowledge nila, in the 10th year and beyond, ayan na, natutulak na sila. And then the concessionaires were bringing in hindi mo blue-blooded, but mga na-anoint na somewhere in Tower 1 or wala namang kaalam-alam sa tubig o reticulation system. Ang alam, hotel, malls, and all that. Ito na ngayon yung executive. And these were now making decisions na again, to cushion the bottom line. Achieve build volumes, reduce NRW, but at the end of the day, make sure that the stock price there at ng listed na kasi really remains high. And pag ganyan naman, something has to give. Ayan na nga, yung serbisyo, yung achievements para sa
Actually, yun ang nagiging problema dyan. Not only in corporate.
But you get na yung sinasabi ko, yung mga na dating tanggal na kayo, echipuera na kayo, pasok ngayon, mga guys who really know nothing about the industry. Sila yung make decisions.
Not only in the corporations, but in government.
In government,
di ba? Nadiskitahan ka, di itong pumasok, wala rin naiintindihan yun.
Hindi diskitahan, planado. Planado na. Even the start of the concession na, gamitin muna natin to. Ito nakakaintindi nung kung paano bring water to A to B to C. Then,
after that, ito na.
Then mind them for their expertise.
Bring a mall guy, a hotel guy, to run something na which ang tao, na mamamatay siya pag wala nun.
Well, in theory, it's the regulatory agency na dapat may konting renda dyan.
Hindi naman malalaman. Sa bagay, pwede ba nilang tanong, ano experience itong taong to? Bakit yung ginawang BP for
they can,
water sanitation?
They can question yung resulta. Diba? Assuming na hindi captured, no? Malaki yung assumption ko dyan.
Okay.
Pero
actually, yung mga regulatory bodies, if they are only watchful at saka up to the job, they can do these things. You don't have to wait for the president. For example, in the case of President Duterte at that time, you don't have to wait for him. Ikaw na magsasabi.
Of course, they had to wait for him. In fact, to delay it.
In fact, I'll give you that bit of a story. Remember kaya na-fire up si President Duterte finally. Una-una, nagalit siya dahil natalo yung doon sa Singapore, yung arbitration. Then, a major incident na wala ng tubig yung buong San Juan yata, Mandaluyong and things like that.
Part of the zone.
That pumutok. That issue na laman ko, that was fired up because the people who were running the show had no idea. They were overruling those yung mga dating taga MWSS who knew how to do it. And so you can just imagine.
Alam mo.
Tapos sorry na lang. Kasi isipin mo, 1 linggo ka mawawala ng tubig. Sorry na lang.
Grabe yun.
And you're paying through the nose how much per cubic meter every month.
So he asked for a copy of the contract. So, siya mismo nagbasa. So a cursory reading, you don't have to be an expert. Whether it is in water or anything like that, it's fairly simple. Makikita mo na. But this contract, the concession agreement.
There was nothing cursory when they drafted that.
Yeah, no.
It was talagang planado yan.
Oh, yeah. Kasi grabe yung minefields eh. Doon pa lang sa rate rebasing may problema ka na. Even doon sa disentangling yourself from the contract. Grabe yun.
Well, dito naman, not to justify Atty. Trixie, but during those days kasi, during those, that was the late 90s, tapos si President FVR was really go, privatization, and MWSS at the time, totoo man o hindi, was doing a bad job. Yung pala talagang pinatataas pala yung NRW para talagang magkaroon ng justification sa privatization. But what I'm saying, those were times, heady times na, hey, this is, sinabi na rin ng World Bank at IFC na, this is the way to go. Privatization, market forces, competition, Now we know.
Wala.
Here we are. Di ba yung gano'n na nangyari?
And now here we are.
Yun pala ang plano.
It has come to this.
Actually,
because no corporation goes into business para malugi.
Yun ang malaking naging problema natin, because we targeted the utilities unnecessarily na nagkaroon ng ganyan na sitwasyon. At ang hirap once you take that particular course or any direction for that matter, for example, importation or whatever as your go-to strategy o effort para magkaroon ka ng yung inflation, etc. and lahat. Once you go into that, ang hirap balikan,
parang yung genie nakalabas na ng bote.
Which happened to us in the case of our industrial base. Na we were the first ones in Asia to do a lot of things.
Nagkaroon ng steel,
steel,
ba to, yung-
shoes, etc., garments.
Anong chemical? Petrochemicals. Meron tayong
Meron tayo
petrochemicals.
yan, Cocochem, etc., and everything. At tapos biglang balik. Ang hirap balikan yun.
Mahirap.
It
Dahil
will
mas
take
mamahal
an-
na ngayon eh. Hindi gaya yung mga kapitbahay nating bansa.
nakatayo sila. Nakapagtayo sila. Which is what we are saying about nuclear energy.
Yung nuclear energy
Diba?
lang eh, na
Ganun na nangyari
laging
dyan.
Ayun na lang
bugiman
yata,
lagi.
no?
Nagkaroon tayo.
It was very successful sa Bugiman.
Dalawa silang pareho natin dyan sa Bataan. Exactly the same. 620 megawatts. Pareho. Dalawa sila. Ito, hindi natin napatakbo sila dalawa.
Hindi,
Up
kaya
to now.
dapat huwag tayong mag-fall into that mistake again. Ngayon nagkakaroon ng namamayag pag-uli na potentially nuclear investment is here. Mayroon ng mga bagong technology,
Yes.
modular. Ito na naman yung mga the usual suspects. That is environmentally 3 Mile Island, ano ba yung Shelbyville, mga yun na.
Dami na naman
wini-wave na nila yun.
You can't trace that anymore. Iba na yung tech eh.
Precisely.
Plus, there are mini nuclear reactors now.
Totoo.
Na mas maliit yung mga demands on things like yung water, yung cooling system and all that. So, ang laki na ng difference.
Nakakalungkot lang sapagkat our economic officials, economic team, for example, they are so engaged with the so-called sunrise activities, industries, whatever, like for example electric vehicles, etc., without even trying to put everything in the proper order. Because
Oo, tama.
magkaroon ka ng electric vehicle, etc., wala ka naman electricity.
Na i-charge yan.
Wala, maano naman ang maano naman ang charging facilities mo not available. Why don't you try to work on the most basic things? Di ba? Food production, etc., and everything. Bago tayo pumunta, why do we have to be more engaged in this kind of things which are at this point in time not yet
Kaya,
diba?
itong balita, we were going to bring it up yung pagtanggal ng tariff sa
electric vehicles.
Tama si Kong Jonat.
Di ba?
Ba't nilang inuuna nyo? Unahin natin kuryente.
Correct.
Unahin natin kuryente, unahin natin yung para doon sa pangangailangan talaga natin, food and everything. You are going to have, ilang tao ang kukuha ng electric vehicle? Ilan na makikinabang dyan sa electric vehicle? Di huwag mo walang yan. Why spend your time thinking about lessen the tariff, etc. Why don't you try to take a look at all of the products that are being imposed a lot of charges, etc. Ano yung mga yun? Baka mamaya, pag nakita natin na yung mga ibang mga food items, mas mataas pa kaysa sa electric
Unahin natin
vehicle.
muna yung
Mga ganun eh.
sikmura ng tao. Oo.
Di ba, yun ang aking... O kaya, yung mga motorcycle, bicycle, yung mga ganun klase. In other words, those that can be really ramdam, sinasabi nga natin, afforded by our people ng ganun mabigat. Ngayon, they are also looking into other sectors, etc. What about it? Ano ang ating binibigyan ng mas magandang trato pagdating dyan sa mga ganyan? Di ba? Di ba? Yan ang palagi natin sinasabi dito sa ating economic team. Para tayong modernizing without the foundation for modernization.
Without the infrastructure.
Di ba? Bakit natin ginagawa sa buhay natin yon? Pagdating na araw, lulubog ka.
So, anong dapat unahin? Ano yung dapat unahin?
Unahin nga yung mga what particular items na binibigyan natin na matitinding tariff na pwede makatulong sa atin pagdating sa food production, for example. O yung mga traktora o whatever. Di ba? Baka mas mabuti yung mga ganon. Kaysa electric vehicle. Alamin natin sa sarili natin. O halimbawa, ito yung mga kailangan natin equipment, because the electric vehicle is essentially an equipment. What other
Equipment yan.
equipments will be necessary for us in order to have better, for example, food production or better connectivity, power, etc. and everything. Di ba? Kagaya niyan, I understand, I've just been told that yung local fresh chicken is now cheaper than imported chicken. Now,
Local.
Local fresh chicken.
Fresh chicken.
Yung sariwang manok.
yung sariwang manok na pinoproduce natin dito.
Kasi nagmamahal na yung yung importations natin.
Local fresh chicken is now cheaper than imported chicken and at the same time cheaper than galunggong. Diyan, tirahin na natin to. Babanatan nyo na naman yung mga poultry raisers. Hindi, wag na kayo masyado mag-produce, ha? Masisira yung ating balanse. Mag-export kayo.
At di ba, ang unang instruction ng was diminish your production.
Bawasan
Kasi
mo.
kailangan daw ma-meet natin yung quota imposed by the GATT.
Di ba? Di ba kalungkuhan nyo?
Importation quota tayo. For non-local, grabe. Ay.
O ngayon, imbis na mag-import ka ng mga pieces, etc., dito mo na gawin yun. Kasi mayroon sinasabi silang institutional buyers. Dalawa yan.
Institutional buyers, sino yun?
Institutional buyers, para dyan sa mga yan, either fish or chicken or whatever. Ang mga institutional buyers, yung mga nagpro-process.
Okay.
Processing. At saka,
Processing, okay.
restaurants and hotels.
Okay.
And fast food.
Okay.
Malakas mag-import yung mga fast food, ha?
Kasi they want consistency inside.
Consistent quality gusto nila.
Bakit hindi nila sabihin dito sa ating mga producers? Ito ang gusto namin quality sa inyo. Half kilo or whatever, 1/4 kilo ng Thai. Ito ang gusto namin. 1 million. Every month.
Mga cut-ups.
Bakit hindi mo kontratahin na lang yung mga nandito? They are producers.
Yeah.
Import mo, titirahin mo na naman sila.
Di ba meron namang dati may mga contract growers yung
Marami yan.
bakit ngayon sa importation na sila?
Oo, bakit tayo kagaya niyan, ako, halimbawa, Jollibee, of course, I understand that you want these things, etc. Kayo, Jollibee, Inasal, whatever it is. Bakit ninyo na lang kausapin yung mga producers? Kilala nyo naman yung mga producers na yan. Why do you have to resort to importation always?
So,
Kasi merong kikita. Ayun yun.
So, I'd just like to point out kasi merong mga nagsasabi na yung importation policy was a Duterte administration policy. That is in fact true, but it is also a policy now. So, there's no more distinction. And as a matter of fact, it's the DOF that set this policy of importation. Supposedly, para bumaba yung presyo para sa mga consumers. Unfortunately, short-term solution ito. Kasi, beholden tayo. Pag nagtaas din ang presyo ng importations natin, ipapass on lang naman nila yan. But here's the thing, it's not even working. Nag-i-import tayo para bumaba yung presyo para sa mga consumers, pero dahil tinatalo nila yung mga local growers, kaya nilang iset yung presyo. Basically, nag-i-import tayo to establish a monopoly of importations at the expense of local growers and food security.
Yung importation was not a Duterte creation. We've been importing a lot of these things. Nagkaroon lang ng surge. Nung ito na yung goto the resort ng mga opisyales ni Presidente Duterte, specifically Secretary Dominguez and Secretary Dar. Silang dalawa
Si Procopio. Okay,
Si Presidente President Duterte has always been saying no. As a matter of fact, it took him some time before he signed the rice tariffication law. Ayaw niya yun Kasi sabi niya, paano balanse natin dito sa mga producers na ito, etc. and everything. But he had to, he had to be pressured to do that. Kaya hindi, it's not true. Ang hinihingi lang natin dito ay balanse. Di ba kagaya niyan, maganda yung nangyayari pagdating halimbawa, sana maganda kung ma-enforce na mabuti. Close fishing season ngayon. From December to March. O yan, pwede ka mag-import. Pero yung importation mo dapat, balansyado. Ibig sabihin, ano yung mga ano yung mga nahuhuli mo, saan nahuhuli yan, para yan ang mga balansehin mo. Ilang metric tons yan, ilang ganito, etc. Hindi yung, sige, close season ngayon ng fishing, mag-import tayo ng katakot-takot, tapos ilalagay mo sa cold storage. Mga ganun eh.
Pero meron kasing argument.
Meron ba tayong cold storage for the local producers?
That's the other issue. That's the other issue. Kaya sinasabi ng mga iba, kaya rin naman namin, kaya lang, wala naman kaming mabubulok kami.
Para pero merong mga, di ba, yung gaya ng aking favorite na kolumnista na sinabi, importation is not the problem, it is the competitive nature para
therefore importation is the problem kasi
they have to compete or die. Yun na nga, die ang
nangyari.
Maiitakin nga talaga sila na paring Marlene Ronquillo. Yun na nga, what can you say about that? Hindi maging competitive ang ating
that's not even true. Like in the case of chicken now. That's not even true.
Okay, pagbalik ng Karambola, more on this later. Ang oras natin, 8:35 ng umaga.
Balikan natin ang ating mga karambulista at ang programa Karambola sa DWIZ.
Nagbabalik ang Karambola, kasama pa rin sa impilan, Jonathan De La Cruz, Joel Laksamana. Ako po si Trixie Cruz Angela.
Congratulations kay Mandy Ledesma.
PhilHealth.
I hope he will bring some sanity into this.
Bring some sanity into it.
Ang laki ng budget ng PhilHealth, ang laki niya. And on a continuing basis yan. Parang yan yung parang yung grant yan para sa BARM.
Okay.
Yan ang mga malalaking budgets na budgetary items na hindi mo pwedeng pakawalan. They will always be part, at least for the next 5 years, for example, in the case of BARM, meron yan yung meron yan yung block, solid block. So sana.
Kaya ang marching orders ni Manny Ledesma is, well, aside from injecting sanity,
the first thing to do is to audit.
Okay.
Nasaan na yung pera nyo?
Nasaan na yung pera?
Nasaan yung pera nyo?
Okay.
How are you working it out? Etc. Because that's essentially, PhilHealth is essentially an insurance operation. So, babalansehin mo na yan together with your public health activity.
Sana ma-implement na yung Universal Healthcare Act in full. Such as, but not limited to, yung mga free check-ups, scholarships for new healthcare workers. Dapat kahit yung dalawa lang na yun, maumpisahan na this year. Okay na tayo
Mag-concentrate muna tayo. I will pay. Siguro sabihin niya, I will pay. I will give preference to establishing our base data insofar as your basic health concerns are concerned, meaning kailangan meron kang ikaw mismo sa PhilHealth card mo, alam na kung meron na doon halimbawa Joel Laksamana, etc.
You can check what are your what services can you avail of. Pwede bang mag-check up?
I don't know that right now.
Wala nga wala kasing ganun na servisyo.
Hindi kasi
I do know I had several procedures na
ang sinasabi kasi diyan sa Universal Healthcare, ang pinaka-basic down to barangay level, each and every citizen must have his own medical record.
Yes.
In other words, na-check up ka.
Tapos pag may nakikita, marireferan ka sa specialista, lalong-lalo na wala kang kilala.
Ayan.
Tapos,
may PhilHealth card ako.
Meron din akong ganyan.
Meron. Ako rin meron.
It's insane how much I pay.
I know. PhilHealth card ako.
Sana yung PhilHealth card.
Data check kung anong pwede kong.
Sana yung PhilHealth card mo, ang ibig sabihin yan.
A pretty good photo ID picture.
Even if you do say so yourself.
Even if each and every citizen may PhilHealth card, nakalagay na sana doon mismo. Ikaw type O ka ng blood. In other words, meron kang basic thing. At saka ikaw prone ka to ganitong sakit. Diabetic ka or whatever.
It shows I'm a senior citizen. There's my number, there's my address.
May tanong yung ibang may nagpadala kasi sa akin. Is Mr. Ledesma the same Mr. Ledesma from Pisam before?
Yes.
Okay, may kaso siya dati.
Yes.
But I would like to emphasize this is not a criminal case. It's not even an it's kind of an administrative one. It's simply na-audit sila ng COA. May mga expenses disbursements totaling 1,110,078 claimed as business development expenses for 2008. So the Supreme Court found that they are solidarily liable to refund the disallowed amounts. Okay, if they refunded, wala nang kaso.
Tapos na yan.
Diba? Hindi ito yung katulad dati ng kay Senator Gordon na umabot na sa Korte Suprema, hindi pa sila nagsusoli ng pera. Ang iniintay na lang is COA to file the necessary attachment cases and so on. So dito, they contested yung disallowance ng COA. So it went all the way up to the Supreme Court. Sabi ng Supreme Court, hindi, tama ang COA. Bayad sila. So this is not a criminal case. This is not even a civil case. It's more like just something like mali ang claim mo for disbursement.
Okay.
Soli mo yung pera.
Soli mo.
Okay.
If they return that, ang issue.
Which apparently happened.
Mukhang ganun. Kasi
admitted na nagkaroon ng...
At sinoli naman nila.
And it happens,
It happens.
Kasi sometimes...
Kano kaya yun?
Sometimes it's the rules.
Maraming problema yan.
Sa government talaga. Sometimes... It's not just that you can't understand the rules. Mabibigla ka na lang, may bago ng rule ang COA. I mean, of course, they publish these things, pero minsan nabibigla ka na lang na suddenly may rule.
As a matter of fact, yan nga yung sinasabi natin, especially those in government. Dapat yung auditor mo at saka yung accountant na office nag-uusap para they can actually provide you with a clear understanding what is really, what is possible, what is not possible. Pero naging mas malaking naging problema ni Mr. Ledesma was his thief with Sunny Dominguez.
Okay.
Is what?
Thief. Nagkaroon sila ng
pagkakaunawaan ng loob.
May differences of opinion sila.
Kasi the Secretary of Finance actually is the chairman of PISAM.
Okay.
Yes.
He's also the chairman, he or she is also the chairman of NAPOCOR. Because supposed to be, these particular agencies are just about to give up their main functions. In the case of NAPOCOR, for example, yung kanilang power plants, to be privatized na yan. In the case of PISAM naman, they're in charge of privatizing yung mga nandiyan na planta.
Okay.
May mga gusto si Secretary Dominguez na pabayaran. Ayaw ni Manny.
Siya yung
nag-away.
Siya yung nagwaldya. Siya yung you can't do that. It's against the public interest.
Ayaw namin yung ganyan. Parang nangyari, ang presyo ng PISAM is, for example, 100. Ang sinasabi ni Secretary Dominguez as chairman, gawin nyo ng 80 yan. Kami sir mayayari. This is supposed to be a bit. Bakit ganyan? Bibigyan ko ng discount? Am I empowered to give any kind of discount to anybody?
Dahil may certain mga parties na kinikilingan. Well, ayaw ko naman sabihin. Kinikilingan si Secretary
So,
Dominguez.
nabalikan na siya.
I see. Nabalikan siya at siya na
ikaw, gumagastos ka nang wala sa lugar. Magkarok lang. And it was supposed to be in the hundreds of millions.
And that was,
that was during the time when he was PISAM.
And after that, wala na. So ngayon parang Anwar Ibrahim din ang konti ito si...
Comeback din yan.
Si Mr. Ledesma.
Palagay ko pati itong audit. It's all
about that.
It's all about that.
Ano naman ang buhay.
good guy to.
Ang hirap din ang nasa gobyerno.
Hindi, mahirap.
It's so easy eh.
Kailangan
So,
gusto
you're so
ka.
Kaya kang
vulnerable.
Inoperate ka.
Inoperate ka tapos.
Kasi papeles is king sa gobyerno. Pagka wala ka nung okay.
Kaya nga maganda, halimbawa si incoming COA chairman Liel Cordova, medyo liwanagin niya. At saka simplify yung mga rules. Simplify mo ng konti.
Ng COA.
Ng COA. Kasi minsan,
like his sterling record of simplifying the rules in the NTC.
Actually, yun ang nagiging issue tungkol dyan kasi yung mga COA, you have to give them credit, ha? Auditor talaga itong mga ito. In other words, hindi ka papalisutin.
They're good at their jobs. Definitely.
Kaya lang,
magaling yung mga yan.
Minsan, you have to give some leeway somewhere, di ba?
Kasi wala nang development minsan. Kukulong ka ng rules eh.
Kukulong ka nangyari.
And sometimes it results in a lot of waste. Kasi,
wasteful yun.
You think that you can do this project. O sige, sasabihin ng COA, ay, hindi yan pwede. So what happens? You jettison the project, you have to figure out a way to return all of the money. Sino magsiservisyo sa gobyerno ng ganyan?
Yung ganon.
Diba?
Sa private sector, Joel, kayo.
There has to be also, kailangan may gumagabay din dun sa mga government officials nagsasabing, ito pwede to, ito hindi pwede. Ayaw ng COA yun kasi kakargahin nila yung liability. Kaya ang rule nila is post-audit lang kami. At hindi nila pwede abisuhan yung government agency. So paano yun? Diba? So now the government agency has to, even the internal auditors, kahit yung mga minsan hindi din nila ma-predict. Sasabihin na, sige, based on my opinion, ito yung reading natin ng rule, dapat allowable to. And then somewhere down the line, kung kailan gumastos ka na, kasasabihan na
hindi pwede yan.
Hindi pabaliktad.
Patay ka na.
Bakit hindi pwedeng pre-audit? Yun yung tanong ko. Bago pa magkagastosan ng lahat, bakit hindi payagan yung pre-audit? Or why can't we pre-audit big ticket items?
Saka, siguro meron ka na rin ito pwede i-pre-audit ito talagang hindi.
Sana meron mga gano'n,
May ideya ka na.
Halimbawa, yung mga simpleng supply, bibili ka lang ng bond paper, di mo kailangan ng pre-audit yan. Pero kung maggagawa ka ng project, di sana meron, di ba? Kunwari, you don't do this every time. O let's say, gagawa ka ng annex dun sa building ninyo. O magpapaayos ka ng opisina, you'll create more rooms.
Ngayon po lang, dapat inano mo na.
Sabihin ninyo kung pwede o hindi pwede to. Kung pasok ito sa budget namin o hindi. If dun sa budgetary items namin, allowed ba ito?
Allowed ba yan? Ganun. Dapat meron silang ganun eh. Sa COA. Hindi yung bibigyan ka, bubulagain ka,
kasi
ka na.
Yung kunwari, yung agency gusto mag-charge ng fees, may sistema yon. Punta ka sa DOF, magkapresenta ka, ito, tapos yung proposed fees ninyo, tapos ang katutak na hearing, pagkatapos ang katutak na intayan, tapos mangungulit ka ng mga 6 na buwan. Pero eventually, bibigay nila yan sa'yo or i-disallow. Pero may proseso. So, you can't just charge fees, but there's a way, may sistema para mahingi yung fees na yun.
By the way, mabuti binabanggit ni Trix yan, because there are a lot of agencies that they are prone to imposing.
Basta bigla ka na lang sisingilin. Tapos walang resibo.
Local governments, national government agencies, etc. Titirahin ka ng ganon. Pwedeng questionin yun. Hindi, you cannot just impose any kind of fees. Hindi pwede yan.
Kailangan approvein muna ng ng DOF yan. May hearing pa yan.
May hearing pa.
Admin. Pero usually, exchange of memoranda lang yan.
Madalas yan. Kasi siyempre tatanungin ka na yan. Saan napunta yan? Kaya, one big example is yung NCAP.
Okay, yan.
Yung no contact, yan. Diyan
hindi sila gumawa ng rules. Ayan, nati-arrow sila.
Yari yan ngayon yan.
Brings us sa news dito na 8 out of 10 Filipinos favor NCAP.
Okay lang
yan eh. Hindi naman yun ang laban
as a measure in order to
para objective
work out mo yun sa traffic, etc. Violations and everything, okay yun. At least it disciplines people, etc. Pero, you have to do it properly.
Hindi
naman pwede. ano?
Kasi right now, hindi natin alam kung anong ano eh.
Supplier nga tumitira.
Kung paano ginawa longganisa, hindi natin alam.
Hindi lang yun, parang Joel, Trixie. Ang nangyari dyan, supplier ang tumira. Sila nagbigay ng mga rules. Pagkatapos yung pera, it did not go to the national to the local treasury.
Ay, ganun. Saan pumunta?
Ang kumukolekta yung private.
Ano nakuha ng
Ay,
gobyerno?
hala.
May iba-iba kanilang workout. Tapos saka na lang kayo ito yung sa'yo, ito yung akin. Parang ganun.
Mahirap yung gawin ng workout. Patay ka doon.
The way it is being implemented, the way it was implemented, ganyan na nangyari.
Ayan, na-TRO sila.
Patay ito ngayon.
Pero ang basis for the TRO is because walang procedure to contest it. Kasi minsan, halimbawa, and I've had a client like this, may CCTV. O di sasabihin, o ganito yung nangyari. Pero you can contest it on the basis of several things. Number one, yung angulo ng CCTV. Baka hindi accurate. Pwede mong ipresenta na the angle presents this kind of a scenario.
Dapat naging abogado.
Pangalawa,
Si Atty. Trixie.
baka hindi nyo nakita kung ano nangyari before that.
Ilang beses ka na
Isa lang, pero hindi nakita yung enforcer na pinagugo ako.
Ayan, isa pa yan. Sino, hindi ba yan,
Wala sa angulo ng
override
camera.
yan. At least meron kang good faith in that one. Walang, natanggal na yung malis. No intention to, to
Pero alam
break
mo
the
ba,
law.
in the course of things, yan ang nakikita nila. Yung tungkol, pera na. Yan ang naging, mas malaking problema yun. Yung sinasabi ni Trixie is already a problem. Wala kang way.
Walang due process.
Of contesting or whatever it is. Na? Kasi bibigyan ka na lang ng Hindi ka
basta
pwede.
papadala na lang sa bahay.
Papadala ka sa bahay mo. Kagaya nung yung brother-in-law mo.
Brother-in-law ko, mga 6 na beses na huli. On the same spot.
Oo. Sabihin mo yan.
Oh my
Sinabi ko
God.
nga, kagaya dyan sa Commonwealth. Di ba yung Commonwealth, naglagay yung supplier ng 100 meters ang diferensya ng mga yung CCTV. Eh, 60 kilometers, for example, per hour ang dyan. Eh, di kung 1 kilometro yon na 100, eh di meron ka 10. 10 na ganon, 10 ang ticket mo. Kasi, nag-over ka eh. Kasi nag-umpisa ka na, halimbawa 65. Eh, umaarangkada ka. Every 100 meters, meron CCTV. Tapos ka.
Tapos ka na.
Tapos yung sinabi pa yung, ang banatan pa nila, boss, driver ko yun eh. Ako may-ari ng taxi. Bakit ako babanatan mo?
Sa iyo padadala yun eh.
Sa iyo babanatan yun. Wala naman yung driver eh. Yung mga ganong klase. But the more critical na nakita ng mga nag-o-object, dyan tungkol dyan sa NCAP na yan. Yung tungkol dun sa pera.
Right, hindi ko alam yun. Akala ko, yung binayad ko, for example, kasi sa City Hall ko binayaran eh. Medyo dadaan naman siguro doon sa kanilang. Siguro, sa kanilang.
Sa inyo?
Oo.
Pero sa Manila, hindi.
Sa Manila, hindi.
Yung supplier ang tigakuha.
Talaga?
Oh, yes. Kalookan, parang ganun din. Iba-iba nga, kaya nga sinasabi ni Trixie, na wala nga procedures eh.
Walang procedure. That's antidote, that's surefire way na patayama.
Yari yan.
Yun yung lumabas sa pero I'm getting, may sinasabi sa akin na, from MMDA, na yung meron daw way to contest the apprehension. Yung LGUs, yung LGU na no contact apprehension policy ang may TRO, ang nadamay lang ang MMDA. Kasi MMDA has the original so you're saying also yung naliligaw is LGUs.
LGUs talaga. Kasi sa kanila yung supplier.
Okay.
Boss, ang ganda nito. Tama naman yun.
It's for the local rules. Nako, na minsan nagbabago, maihip lang ang hangin eh.
Yun tungkol dyan sa ayusin mo yan, monitor mo
so,
yung mga
consequently, pati yung MMDA na TRO.
Oo, kasi nga, ang sinasabi dapat, buong Metro Manila, isang rules lang kayo. Pagdating sa
paano gagawin yun? Yung local government code.
Hindi iba-ibang LGU
kanya-kanya kayo.
Actually, nag-iiba-iba din yung decision ng Supreme Court dyan.
Yan ang nagiging issue dyan. Sa ngayon, sa January, magkakaroon na sila ng kasi pinagsubmit na sila ng mga kung ano may. Pero in the meantime, yung mga local LGUs, binabanatan na sila. Nasaan na yung mga pera?
Oo nga, nagbayad eh.
Nagbayad.
Amin nun ha, ilang
Ano yan?
buwan sa Paranaque, sila'y nauna eh.
So yung
brother-in-law ko talagang balik niyo yung pera.
ang importante
Hindi pa pala illegal.
i-differentiate natin yung no contact apprehension policy ng MMDA and the local government. Sa local government, walang procedure to contest. Yung sa MMDA pwede. Pero wala pa daw nananalo sa kanila because of the video evidence.
Because of the video. Parang ikaw.
Mahina yung counsel. Sorry.
Parang ikaw.
Hindi, kasi, di ba, if, kunwari may dashcam ka, presenta mo yung dashcam evidence mo. That's part of the due process. You present your pagka hindi pa rin nila ininda yon, isa-sorcery mo na yan.
Sa Klapan nun, those were early days sa Paranaque, di punta ka doon. Kasi nakakuha ko ng notice. Aba, nandun sa isang parang hindi pero nasa harap daanan ng publiko. So lahat ng dumadaan, sinisilip pa yung tama, ikaw nga yan. Parang napaka-embarrassing naman itong process na to. Wala pa kayong kwarto na yung viewing, hindi, ando kami sa may hallway.
Para i-contest mo,
Tapos ang laki ng screen. Wala, hindi ganyan yung screen, parang malaki eh. Talagang, lahat ng dumadaan.
Rubber necking. Parang yung
ikaw nga yan. Sabi ko, sige na, babayaran ko. Kasi tinuturo ko, hindi ba nakikita yung enforcer? Pinagawa ko Hindi nakita. Iba yung angulo.
Pero yung brother-in-law mo, anin na beses.
Hindi, anin na beses siya, bro.
In the same spot.
Alam mo, ginawa nilang ginawa na nilang solusyon ngayon. Pag dumaan ka at that same spot, yung mga concrete barrier, haba. Talagang parang huwag ka na lumusot. Pero ngayon napansin ko, yung mga motorsiklo, pwedeng lumusot. Nandito sa katabi, katabi mo na lang bigla. Dami nila. Sabi ko.
Another issue yan.
Ay, nako, ibang issue pa yun.
Another issue yan.
Kasi bari mahirap manita ng motorsiklo. Ang liit nung plate number.
Plate number?
Sabi sa MMDA, mostly yung mga cases are violation ng coding, moving violation, running a red light and all that. Ang hirap i-contest niyan. Kung ako, I won't bother.
Yun na nga yung swerving is what a word.
No, swerving. There's no violation na swerving. May swerving ba na? Meron na ba?
Tinira ko. Kasi may hinatid ako sa kabilang village. Pag ayun yung traffic light.
Nasa infographic dati ng
bawal na palang gumuron. That's another thing. Ngayon, bawal na kayong nilagyan. That's another thing. Yung signs. They have to fix the signs muna.
Another issue yan.
Oo. Yung mga karatula natin kung bawal na mag-left turn, bawal na mag-U-turn.
Hindi mo pwede sabihin, sir, kahapon pwede.
Kahapon pwede.
Pwede. Ay, di kahapon.
Kahapon yun. Ngayon, hindi na pwede. Huli ka. 3,000 pesos.
3,000 pesos.
Parang bula.
Ang bigat ang bula.
Okay.
Bigat to.
Ngayon, iniinda ko pa rin yung 3,000 pesos na yun. Swerving.
So, I need to look at that. Kasi, di ba, sinabi dati ng LTO yun that there's no rule on swerving.
At saka ito ang magiging issue dyan. Trixie. Ang kanilang enforcer in the final analysis is the LTO. Ay sabi ng wala naman kayong agreement. Where is that agreement between the LTO and the local government?
Ala.
Nasaan yan?
Ala.
Ano yung nakalagay dyan sa agreement na yan? Kasi LTO mag-hold sa'yo, hindi ka bibigyan ng driver's license.
Oo, tama.
Naka-hold ka.
Joint venture.
Naka-joint venture.
Once mag-a-apply ka ng renewal, huli ka ng
Anong formula ng LTO dyan? Binabayaran ba siya?
Pati yata registration ng kotse.
Hindi ka pwede. So, marami silang violations
Okay, magbabalik ang Karambola. Ang oras natin, 9 o'clock ng umaga.
Karambola sa DWIZ.